Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Jewish Disability Services Together We Make an Impact podcast. This is Adam.
And I'm Rose, and welcome to the official welcome to season 2 of our podcast. I cannot believe that we've made it this far. No, that's not true. I'm just really grateful because this wouldn't have been possible without Adam and JCF and Federation and so many people. So before we bulldoze ahead, we're just hopping on here to review a little bit about what we accomplished in season 1 and set some expectations of what to expect for season 2.
Amen, Rose.
So for season 1, we had 10 great episodes and we had fabulous guests that came on. We talked about everything from healthy relationships to autonomy, emergency preparedness, many, many more. All of those episodes are still up and available on Spotify, Apple. Now we have them on YouTube, so they'll be easier to share. I know my grandmother, my bubby, will be very appreciative of it being on YouTube because applications can be difficult.
That's right. And I want to remind everybody, if you're watching on YouTube, it includes closed captioning.
Yes. We're trying our best to be as accessible to as many people as possible. So before we get too far ahead, I have to give a big thank you to Adam because I would not have been able to get this far in this dream without you. I've been wanting to work in podcasting for a while now, and you really helped to make that possible. So thank you, Adam.
Thanks, Rose. It's been a dream come true getting to collaborate with you.
Yay. Our guests are also, it's worth noting, all of our guests have come on as volunteers. They've given their time and their expertise to share with our community. And we're so grateful for them for partnering with us and trusting us to broadcast their perspectives. It takes a lot when we say, hey, we're trying a thing. You want to hop on board? Everyone's been enthusiastic, and we really, really appreciate that. Also, major thank you to the Jewish Community Foundation for helping fund this project and make it possible, and as well as everyone at Jewish Federation, with a special shout out to Anna Walkspress, who has done all of the editing for season 1 and has helped to train me on what it means to edit a podcast so that moving forward, I'm able to help with that behind the scenes stuff to help it run more smoothly. Anna, you did a fabulous job. We could not have done this season 1 without you.
A true definition of a Jewish communal professional.
I love it. Yeah. And last biggest thank you is just to our friends and our family. It's amazing what we can do with the support. And I do have to give a special shout out to my husband for being so supportive. I got married right after we finished season 1. So now I'm going into season 2.
Mazel.
Yes, thank you. As a married woman, and I have a great team at home, and it's really, really lovely. So yay to that.
Amazing, Rose. Well, can you tell our listeners what they could expect for season 2 now?
Yeah, so for season 2, we're hoping to have a lot of fun and showcase the awesome people and organizations doing work in our community, working on really meaningful things. Particularly, we want to have a big impact on what it means to support people living in the community. We have a lot of challenges that we're going to be facing as a community, shortages of direct care workers, and other structural impediments that are really going to make it difficult if we don't look at them now. So we're going to have fun. We're going to see cool and great work. We're going to ask meaningful questions, but it's all for a purpose of trying to create a world that we can all live in. You know, we all need support at some point, whether it's because of a disability that we grew up with or a disability that we acquire through aging, or even if it's not from a disability, just life. So we're going to have fun, but it's going to have a purpose. And I'm really excited for the guests that we have lined up for season 2 and the ones that we're thinking of for later episodes.
Rose, I know that we continue to really focus on building safe spaces, not only for our guests, but for our listeners and our whole community. And I'm just really excited that we're going to be able to navigate having these difficult conversations so that we can build a future that's equitable for everyone.
Amen. I'm Very, very excited for that. And if you are listening and you ever have feedback, you're welcome to email us at jdspodcast at jfedsnj.org, and we will get back to you. Um, our inboxes always need to be cleaned up, but that's just life, at least for me. Way too many subscriptions, but
Oh,
we
that's life.
but we will find it and we will get back to you because it is really important to us that we have those connections. Um, Another thing that I just wanted to do is shed some light as to what our this podcast looks like on the back end. So Adam and I are both full-time professionals in different spaces. So Adam works at Federation full-time, and I'm an occupational therapy clinician. So I do geriatric-based home care, and I love it. I love it. But this is like a really awesome side gig for us. And now with season two, I have acquired the skills from Anna to be able to edit on the back end. So for season two, we're going to change our frequency a bit and focus on one really strong episode a month. That way we can work at a pace that is achievable for us while we continue to do great, more hands on work out in the community. So just that insight so you can see what's going on. The other thing that I wanted to share about is that we're really grateful to share that season two of our podcast is completely funded by the Jewish Community Foundation. Super grateful for this. Like, we do not need more money for season two. However, we are hoping to grow and continue beyond season two. So, what I ask is if you're listening to this and you like this, and this is something that you want to see more of, or maybe you have a disability focused business or organization and you would want to sponsor an episode or some part of season three, please keep us in mind and let us know. Again, you could email us at jdspodcast@jfedsnj.org. And we'd love you keeping us in mind for that. But I'm really grateful that that's not our immediate concern as we hit the ground running for season two. We can really just focus on finding and talking to the most interesting people and building our network and our listenership and our community. And hopefully just having a fun time. We all need some fun, bright lights in this world. So I'm hoping we're able to bring that to you.
Rose, and I'm really excited that we're going to be able to launch season two during Jewish Disability Awareness, Acceptance, and Inclusion Month, which is the month of February. And I'm really excited for our first episode. Did you want to share a little bit about what our listeners might be getting on February 1st?
Absolutely. It's very exciting. Oh, you wanted me to. I thought you were about to go off. All right, cool. So we had the pleasure of talking to Dr. Sandy Greenberg. Um, I guess yeah, last year before the secular New Year, and he is a fascinating man. He acquired he became blind later in life when he was in college, and he tells a little bit about that story. But then we learn more about what he has done with his career and to help move the world forward and to help other people experiencing blindness. And it's just a beautiful and interesting story. He has a connection to a famous musician. You're going to have to listen to figure that out, or at least read the description and take an educated guess of the next episode. But it's a really interesting conversation, and we're really grateful to have had the opportunity to sit down with him.
Truly, it was really a wonderful conversation. And for our listeners who may want to get a little advanced step on this, Dr. Sandy Greenberg's book, Hello, Darkness, My Old Friend, is what we'll be talking about.
Yes, yes. So thank you for listening to our little trailer here. Thank you for listening to season one if you did, and thank you for considering listening to season two. We're really grateful to have you along on this ride.
We really are, Rose. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.